Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new video today. Before I get into the main topic, by the way, I've got a flashback to this gentleman right here. We call him Abubakar Salim, but according to Dan Allen, we need to call him by a more informal name.
Do you mind if I call you Abu?
Please, actually, that's just so much easier, man. And it's so funny when everyone uses my full name. I feel like I'm being told off. It's funny, you're catching me at a time where I'm a bit like, I'm assessing a lot of my own. Like I'm seeing a lot and I'm observing a lot.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
And I think...
Yeah, I wonder where this narrative and why it is so familiar and where it comes from. Yeah, this is like uploaded 13 days ago on Dan Allen's channel. And Dan, as usual, looks like he never gets any sleep because he looks very half interested. And come on, Abu, get on with it. Why are you assessing things in the landscape right now?
I think, like, genuinely, I feel good and I feel really... I feel good, but at the same time, I'm kind of looking at the industry and I'm looking at the arts and I'm looking at it all. And I think I'm lucky because I can jump in, one.
So what I'm gathering is Abu, boo-hoo-hoo, he's assessing the arts. He's looking at the landscape around him. This guy obviously wanted to be an actor, or in his case, an actress, from when he saw a stage or a musical or something on TV, and that got him interested, didn't it? It got him really fascinated. I was fascinated by film sets as a kid, and I didn't get into the business as such. I mean, I've been on the outskirts of the business for sure, but the way he's talking here, it's like, yeah, well, I'm an established actor now, and while I'm here, I need to look around because there's overt racism going on.
One industry and then another, and then sort of kind of assess it all. And I don't know, I just feel I'm just reflecting a lot,
Positive though? Positive reflection or harsh critic?
I think it's both. I think I think there's a positive.
How about that you just got a job as an actor because acting is not a secure profession. There's a lot of unemployment in between. So how about, Abu, that you are grateful that you've got a position that many other people are looking for right away. People have actually went to drama school and passed their exams and they can qualify to be an actor or an actress.
There, but there's also
I like that monstrosity called Yasmin Finney from Doctor Who, the original Rose Tyler.
I would love for it to be after I'm dead.
An element of, okay, put it this way, right? After the announcement of House of the Dragon and, seeing myself in the trailer there and all
so
that.
You're not a narcissist.
Thank you, man. And that felt so good. It felt like a win. And it felt really, really cool. Not to say necessarily that
it felt like a win because I'm one of the standout members in an almost white cast of characters. Yeah, it felt like a win. Yeah.
Launch didn't feel like a win because the launch of the game really felt like a win. It was fantastic, and the reception has been wonderful, and the love that people have been sharing has been
obviously a fake narrative.
Incredible. But I also think that there is a lot of noise at the moment on socials and just everything that it was almost like an attack on the senses in a way. And I think that's the thing. I think I'm in this place now, mate, where I'm sort of like looking at the industry and I'm looking at the work that's being done, and then I'm looking at people and sort of even looking at myself and like what it's all about. And
this guy should be rubbing nuts with Ncuti Gatwa. I think you put the pair of them together in the same room, they'll have the same narrative like we've all heard and grown tired of before. This guy's ungrateful. He's absolutely ungrateful. He's been given some great opportunities to work with directors like Ridley Scott on Raised by Wolves. He's in the video game industry, but apparently I've got to step back and reflect because there's a lot of boo-ha-ha going on social media about me. yet again, he can't prove that these things are actually happening. He hasn't got receipts. If he had receipts and he can show us from actual accounts or ghost accounts, this he's an actor, an actress. I want to say he is playing the actress, and a very good job they're doing as well. But this is like something you've got to, it's like a Sweet Baby Inc. Streisand effect now, because, when those consultancy groups are getting attacked, and rightly so, by the way, and that'll be coming up in my next video. I can't imagine why. Then why do we have to sit here and sympathize with guys like him? I mean, Steve Toussaint, who's in the first season of Game of Thrones, again, he was kind of a little bit with the narrative nonsense as well, but then he shut up afterwards because, he landed himself a role in that show. Again, not going to watch House of the Dragon. I'm kind of done with that stuff for now. I'm going back to Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sandal Bergman. That's my jam at the moment, and Beastmaster as well. But of course, folks, I need to switch screens here again because, bye, Abu. See you later, mate. We don't really want to see your ugly, horrible face again.
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. Your face, your ass, what's the difference?
So, ladies and gentlemen, in my hand right here are the original Uncharted series, which began all the way in 2007, thanks to Amy Hennig, the little lady from California. Drake's Fortune, which I absolutely love. And if you want to buy this now, by the way, the price has really shot up sky high. Of course, this is kind of a focus of my main point of my video today, which I'll get into very shortly. Obviously, they improved on Drake's Fortune with Among Thieves in 2009, but the black sheep of the family is number 3, Deception. Why, you might ask? Well, Naughty Dog, in their infinite wisdom, split their team into 2. The A team worked on a game called The Last of Us, which was part 1, obviously, and then the B team were resigned to working on Drake's Deception right here. It's a bug-ridden experience. For the first half of the game, there's promise, but then, you kind of wonder if this is going to carry on. Like, for example, the enemy AI will dive at you in a very weird, like, even if you're taking cover, they'll suddenly appear in front of you. They'll just fall voluntarily from a high tower. No. It's meant to be AAA gaming, folks, and then what they produced in the end was AAA dog shit for the first half. Fortunately, the second half of the game onward, like when Sully meets up with Drake in Syria with Elena Fisher, that's really, really good. That part, it all comes together, thankfully. But oh my God, it's such a slugfest in the first half an hour of the game. It really is. It's such a shame, actually. And what I learned about the development semi-hell going on with Uncharted 3, and again, I think I do agree with some of the comments they've said. It's like number 2, but with a different coat of paint. Like, you're trying to replicate that success, and yes, all 3 of these games won awards, which is a great achievement. But why I talk about that, Neil Druckmann, and I mentioned this in a video last week, apparently the outlet that interviewed him, where Druckmann was saying that, AI is going to revolutionize video gaming, it's going to be awesome. Sony has apologized after completely botching an interview with Naughty Dog boss Neil Druckmann. The interview was shared last week to promote Sony's new creative entertainment vision, and it made headlines after Neil Druckmann appeared to suggest AI technology would revolutionize game development. It was also claimed he said Naughty Dog's next project would redefine mainstream perceptions of gaming, whatever that means. Now, while the interview drew scrutiny, Druckmann hopped on X to explain his words, context, and intent were unfortunately lost during the editing process. He then shared a screenshot of his long rambling answer to provide a clearer picture of what was actually said. So what I think actually happened here was that off record, Druckmann probably made these statements, and then whoever was interviewing him decided to include them in the final article. And maybe the person who was interviewing him wasn't a big fan. So hurrah to that person for doing that, and their editor, who obviously allowed him to run with that story. A juicy and completely inaccurate quote. Well, is it really? Because Druckmann is a controversial figure. I would not trust Neil Druckmann to look after my pet dog if I had one. So that's how much I have so much disdain for this gentleman. Now, why I do talk about the first Uncharted game, Drake's Fortune, this article has popped up a couple of times on different sources that a remake has a treasure trove of potential. Now, a lot of people are saying that it's not going to be Uncharted 5, it's going to be a soft reboot, which I could see happening. Am I excited? No, I'm not, because given the landscape of remakes at the moment, and they're going to put the modern flair across it, I don't know. But I'll make some predictions now what I think the remake would look like. I do think that Nathan Drake will be replaced by a female, and then the companion will be a male who will be a subservient cuck to the female's wants and needs. So if she calls the shots about which expeditions they go on, he's got to go, okay, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, bar black sheep. It's going to be one of those scenarios, I believe. Or they might just give us a Nathan Drake as intended, although he could be based on Pedro Pascal, because if you don't know, the original character of Drake is actually modeled after Johnny Knoxville from Jackass TV, which is a great compliment. So right now, am I excited about an Uncharted Drake's Fortune being remade to reboot the series? No, I'm not, because until I see a trailer, until I see gameplay, and if I see that the game is actually good, maybe great, who knows, that could be something, then I might go to my local Turkish barber down the road and get him to shave my head off completely and say, Naughty Dog, I was wrong, I didn't have faith in you, but you actually came out of the gates and you made a fantastic remake of a game that I cherish and I love to this day. That's the bet I'm willing to take, but I'm also willing to bet that Sony and Naughty Dog will just go ahead and do their own thing and forget about a certain aspect called fandom, the fan base out there. They might release a great CGI trailer, and it's a CGI trailer because that is so prevalent right now in video game event, isn't it? We can't show you gameplay, but we'll just make up a real cool, awesome cinematic for you to enjoy. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like below, smash that like and subscribe button, and if I were you and if you were me, you should come back for the next video.
Rated T for T.
Think it's for you.
Uncharted Drake's Fortune, only on PlayStation 3, starting at $3.99.
Think it's for you.
I don't know why that was not in the game. Hey, I think it's for you. That's a great line. I've never seen this before. So they actually filmed extra footage for TV spots that didn't end up in the game. So if they think about doing the remake, maybe throwing funny moments like that, that will actually be awesome. But of course, folks, this is 2024 and beyond whenever you're watching this video, and we never get nice things anymore, do we? Are you going blind looking at my thumbnails on my YouTube channel? Well, so you should be. At least you got a good excuse to see your doctor today. Can I be a part of the action, Jason? Well, of course you can, dear viewer. All you got to do is like, subscribe, and share my content wherever you want to. Oh my God. Just looking behind me and seeing those boobs filling up this screen makes me smile from ear to ear. Or should it be from boob to boob? See what I did there?